Hello, everyone. Hi. How are y'all doing today? No, there's tea here. There's tea. No, actually, there's coffee here. To be totally honest. Hello, everyone. Hello, 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 hello. Well, for any trans guys in chat, you know what? We do got the tea for you. I hope everyone's been doing well. I'm feeling pretty good myself lately. I've realized something. Okay, and so it occupied like most of my morning. Okay, well I'll be happy to have you while you're here, Dino Bird Girl. But oh, of course. We can't start a stream without a Rav smooch. I will go grab the boy. Rav. Rav. Hi. Crisping you. Oh, crisping the boy. Crisping him. Anything to say to your public, Rav? No, nothing to say. Nothing to say. Oh, but a desk to hop on. Hey, bud. You want to do some purring ASMR? You want to help out? Yeah, you can help out. You're a great streamer, Rav. You're the one the people are really here for. Yeah. No touching my coffee, though. That's a lad right there. That's true. I wouldn't be anywhere without him, honestly. Hi, bud. Okay, well, he's gonna sit next to the microphone for a little bit, I guess. Yeah. Well, my posture is on point. Don't you even worry about it. Oh, little guy. Oh, little guy. Thank you for the head pats. But I had a bit of a revelation recently, right? And and it may be... Oh, rub him face against the mic. Okay, bud. It may be occupied most of my morning. Oh, buddy, did you just kick the PS4 controller off the desk? You little rat. Oh, and now he licked my hand. Perfect. But what I realized, right, was something I saw on like a Tumblr post a while back that really just clicked with me today. And it's that if you are like, you know, kind of a spicy person like myself, I'll have a little spippy. Oh. And then he'll headbutt my cup and nearly spill water all over my setup. Great job, Rav. I really appreciate that. He's gotten cat hair all over the mic, so I think our earliest ASMR might be cleaning cat hair off. But if you're a bit of a spicy person and you want to do art, one of the easiest ways to motivate yourself is to do spicy art. What a concept, right? And so I maybe started drawing something and then lost track of time and had to rush to get stream prepped. I realized a lot of things. I realized stuff like I have free will. I have free will. I can do what I want. I can make the things that I want to see in the world. And so I have a couple ideas bubbling around. One of the biggest ones that's maybe super high on my priority list right now. And this is mostly just for like myself, right? I'm probably not going to post most of this anywhere. But I was like, I realized, like, hold on a second. No, not on the keyboard, not on the keyboard, not on the keyboard. Baby boy, baby boy, baby boy, what app did you open? What app did you open? I didn't even recognize that app. Anyways, I am going to be drawing girls kissing. What a concept, right? In particular, I'm thinking of drawing a Simbali Rudolph X Yishwen makeout session because I have free will. I have power. Who cares? Who cares if they're not even from the same franchise? Who literally cares? I have the power, and I think both of those women are gorgeous, and I think they should kiss each other. I think that an Uma and a Zenless character can together kiss. So, yeah, that's you know, a big plan of mine. Oh, I'm glad to hear that, Skeleton of Death. It's something I'm very proud of. I think the quality of writing improves drastically over time because I wrote it over the course of like 2-ish years. The Simbali Rudolph Ishvan art? Maybe. Like I said, most of this is just for me, right? I will only post if I feel very confident about it and feel very good about myself when I'm done. Which I might do. But I think it's important to have things you like and things that you do that you don't necessarily post online, you know? It's just for you. But if I feel particularly good about it and think y'all would like it, I might post it. Rav is so sweet right now. He's like doing occasional crimes, but he's so sweet. So, I think before we get into the voting for what to do next, I'm going to take one of my ear cleaning picks, okay? And I'm going to use it to scrape cat hair off of the microphone because there is so much cat hair on the microphone now. So that's our first ASMR. So I'm going to take the scraping end of this ear pick and I'm going to try and get that cat hair to come off. Sir, please don't attack my hand right now. Please don't attack me. Stop attacking. You're making me talk like a Half-Life character. Stop attacking. No. He's just reaching with his vile little hand and he's grabbing me. What are you doing? Stop. No. There we go. Let's just scrape the cat hair off. He's staring at the ear pick now, and I'm worried. I'm worried that he's gonna see what I'm doing. And he's going to decide to rub himself against the mic more, which he seems like he might be en route to do right now. Yup, so this is called an ear pick, Rav. Have you ever seen one of these before? Yes, you have. I know you have because you stole one and tried to eat it when I first bought these. You're not taking this one. You're not taking it. I had to I got a pack of 3 of them and I had to throw one of them away the first day because he stole it and ripped it to pieces. Yeah, so this is the microphone that I'm cleaning your hair off of. So you sticking your face against it some more is perhaps not conducive to that. Have you considered that, Rav? Have you considered that you're making this more difficult? Yeah, bud. He is alternately sniffing the ear pick and the microphone. Can you hear his purrs right now? Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. Okay. Yep. You think you can move so I can get to the mic? Thank you, bud. Thank you, bud. There's now more hair on the mic, so don't sit on the keyboard. See, this is why I used to lock him out of the room when I did ASMR. I no longer do that. He can visit if he wants for most of the audios and most of the recordings. But he's always coming in and causing his problems, making his little messes. I love the Rav Shark emote, it's so good. My partner makes like the cutest stuff, honestly. Just wrap the mic in plastic. Honestly, that might make for some interesting ASMR. Do you want me to try that? Just like put the mic in a plastic bag and then fiddle with it for a bit? The Rav appearances are never planned. I never bring him in on purpose. Anytime he shows up, it's because he has decided to investigate why I'm talking to no one. He doesn't realize I'm talking to all of you right now. I'm very glad you liked the makeup audio. It was a super fun one. It was a request from a Fey Noble, which is my highest tier of patrons. I think my Fey Nobles usually have pretty impeccable taste, to be honest. There we go. Yeah, what usually happens is he'll be sitting quietly somewhere near-ish by, and then once he notices that I'm talking and making noise, he's like, oh, I have to come see what's happening over here. I need to know. I need to know. What happens when Faye isn't flawless? Never happens. Never happens. Why would you even say that? It's like super offensive that you would even suggest that I'm capable of being flawed. Alright, Rav. What do you think? Don't. No. No. He just almost closed OBS. He sat on the keyboard and he very nearly closed OBS. There is a pop-up right now for closing the program. Oh my god. He's a criminal is what he is. He's a criminal. I'm not ending stream after 20 minutes, Rav. Oh, he's out of here. He's out of here. He's furious. He can't accept that I would do this to him. He's sitting in the hallway now. He's not pleased. Now, you'll never guess what I have to drink today. I have water. And I have more cold brew. Because I still have so much cold brew concentrate. I have so much cold brew concentrate. I am down to the last quarter gallon. But the fact that I had over a gallon of cold brew concentrate in the house. I had 5 quarter-gallon bottles. Cold brew is a type of coffee. It is much stronger than most, and it is brewed cold. I mentioned this in the stream right after it happened, but probably approaching like 2-ish months ago, my partner's parents came over to our apartment for a visit. And this was in like early-ish March. And they came over, and it had been a while since we'd seen them. Like, we hadn't seen them since my birthday had passed, and since like Christmas and all that stuff. And so they decided to bring my birthday present with them. They got me a birthday present, and they brought it over on their little visit. And the present that they decided to bring me was 5 quarter-gallon bottles of cold brew concentrate. And it's cold brew concentrate. You're supposed to do, if you make yourself a drink with it, you put half of that drink is the concentrate, and then the other half is either milk or water. I usually do milk. And so I have been having a cup of cold brew coffee every single morning for the last 2-ish months. And it looks like we're on the last bottle. We're on the last bottle. I think I'll be done by the end of April. Hopefully. It'll finally be gone. I like coffee a lot, to be clear. It was a pretty good gift. It was like, the thing is, last year for my birthday, they also gave me a ton of coffee concentrate. Last year for my birthday, they gave me 6 little bottles of espresso concentrate. And the espresso concentrate, when you use that, you're only using like a couple tablespoons. So that also lasted for several months. No, they don't. They know I like coffee. I do. I used to work as a barista, and I didn't enjoy the work that much because I don't enjoy customer service. But I did enjoy learning how to make yummy coffee. And one thing that I really want to do when I finally have the space, when I have like access to a bigger kitchen, is I want to get myself a espresso machine and a milk frother, milk steamer, sorry, so I can make super yummy lattes anytime someone comes for a visit. Because I really like making coffee, and I really like drinking coffee, and I think it's fun. And so they know this about me, right? And so for the last 2 years, when they've considered like what presents to get for Faye, first place their brains go is like, coffee. They have promised after this year, because they like apologized as they were giving it to me. Oh, no, don't drink an entire mug of espresso. Don't do that. Do not do that. That's a bad idea. Don't do that. But they were like, yeah, okay. We've been giving you a lot of coffee, and we want to give you more, like different stuff. Next year, I promise we'll get you something different. My partner Lynn has made them promise that next time they're thinking about getting a gift for me, they will ask my partner about the things I like. So they know more about me than coffee. Of course, in all fairness, every gift I've ever gotten them was a board game, because the thing I know about them is they like board games. So I can't really judge, but Lynn making sure I don't get swamped with caffeine. I'm already swamped with caffeine. I just like coffee in general. If honestly, if I didn't have these big bottles of it, I'd still be going out for coffee at like a nice coffee shop a couple times a week. Okay, my lovelies. Okay. As always, we are now open for suggestions for ASMR. Anything you would like to hear me do, any concepts you would like me to play with, I would be more than happy to do for you. Maybe. Consider. Because I've been thinking about other redeems that I might add for channel points. And I've been considering all sorts of options, one of which might just be mommy voice. Because I do it for fun on my own sometimes, but I think it might be a bit silly, a bit fun if you could all request this of me. You would pass away. Of course you would. Alien girl accidentally abducts a cowgirl. Okay. That sounds fun. That sounds silly. I like it. Let's see. Where is my poll making option? There it is. Other requests we have. Cowgirl accidentally abducts an alien girl. Interesting. Very interesting. Cowgirl abduction. There's option number 1 on today's poll. Oh, what the heck? Oh, what the heck? Oh, what the heck? What is that? What is that? I've just realized. Hold on, is that that's a thing on both of these. What the heck? Okay, better. I was slightly hovering, apparently. Goat girl saving cowgirl from alien girl. Okay, I think we're gonna. I think we have the concept. I think we're going a few layers deep here. Besides, friendly xenomorph reassuring you. I'm not sure. I would love to do a xenomorph audio. I'm not sure if I could do a xenomorph audio justice on Twitch. Harpy shows you around her nest. I like doing Harpy audios. Evil scientist tests the Feminator. I like that. I am going to add fanfic reading as an option. Bear in mind, I don't have infinite fics. I have not written infinite fics. If we did this today, it would either be a snippet of Aggrosa Threnakiae, because that is a long story and I could not get through the whole thing in one stream, or it would be of Fluff and Garbage, which is my Arknight's fic. Batgirl showing off her favorite fruit. I like that. I have an apple right now. I think I have like a bag of apples in the kitchen. So I could do some apple crunching if you wanted. There we go. Poll created, my lovelies. Batgirl would like apples. It's true, it's true, it's true. We need to collectively agree how frequently we vote for fanfic readings. See, the thing is, I have written quite a few fics. It's just that the majority of them are not super Twitch appropriate. I like writing spice. I like writing spice a lot. And so I can't necessarily read all of them on here. It would not be safe. Patreon readings, I have actually done that. There were some spicy Uma fics that I wrote that I have posted on Patreon. And then I think I've also done a reading of An Exercise in Trust, which is absolutely one of my favorite fics that I've written. It's posted to Scribble Hub. I would highly recommend giving it a read if you like. It's short and sweet. It's basically just a scene, but it is Vampire x Vampire Hunter. The Vampire Hunter is a trans girl, and she started having doubts about the whole vampire hunting thing lately. She's feeling less confident about it, and that it's the right thing to do. And so, she, on her next target, the next vampire she's hunting, she comes up with a plan where she will let the vampire feed on her. And if the vampire is capable of showing restraint and feeding on her without killing her, then that proves that just killing all vampires is the wrong thing to do. And all of this really is just a super contrived way for me to engineer a particular vision I had in mind, where the vampire is lying flat on the bed and the vampire hunter is on top of her, actually. As the vampire cranes her neck up to sink her fangs into the neck of the vampire hunter, and the hunter herself has a wooden stake positioned right over the vampire's heart. And so they're in this delightfully tense scenario where either one of them could kill the other in an instant. And in fact, they found themselves in a place of mutually assured destruction. Because if the vampire does bite down and rip, then the weight of the hunter's body will press down on the stake and finish them both. And then, of course, the vampire is capable of restraint. And the vampire hunter gets all shaky and nervous and a little bit anemic afterwards. And then they have very gentle, cozy, fun times. They do kiss. They do kiss after. And they become girlfriends after. They're in a weird poly thing, where this particular vampire actually she doesn't kill anyone. She hasn't for a very, very, very long time, and instead she just has a bunch of girlfriends, and she takes turns feeding on them all. And now the vampire hunter is one of those girlfriends. It's pretty good Yuri, I think. Pretty good stuff. Okay. Exactly. And I do actually have a sequel concept in mind involving one of those girlfriends who is going to be a muscular, heavily scarred old woman who is going to have a fun time with our vampire hunter, actually. It's gonna be a good time, I think. It's gonna be a good time. Okay, so we have alien abducts a cowgirl. Now, is everyone present all right with the listener being girl today? I know that I usually try to do stuff that is listenable to anyone of any gender, but I'm also partial towards Yuri, and I know that a lot of my audience is. Everyone's okay with being a girl. Okay. Well then, good girls. I need to think of what sorts of tests to perform on the cowgirl. What sort of tests to perform? Obviously, we're going to be using some gloves because this is medical ASMR. You gotta use gloves for medical ASMR. we're gonna do some typing. I might actually grab this for that. There we go. If your favorite cowgirl trope is the same as my favorite cowgirl trope, you're probably right. I do like Amy K ASMR. She's amazing. If you have not given Amy K a listen, absolutely go do that. She makes phenomenal stuff. Should I apply some goop? Do you think I should apply some goop on you? I might take some goop. Let's see if I can just find an excuse to bring some goop into this. I have a little cup of slime that I keep next to my desk for exactly these scenarios. And then, you know what? I think I might actually be right back to grab something for you, okay? I will be right back in just a moment, my lovelies. I've hired this fae to stare at you. Hey, I would never judge you for that, okay? That's, again, a big reason I like cowgirls. I have returned. I have returned. With bag. Let's just see what happens. If I just bag you up. Alright, so I've put you in the bag. I've put you in the bag. You're fine. You're fine. So, my question for you. Is that good ASMR? If it is, I'll include it in the roleplay. You like it? Okay. We have some mixed reviews. Okay. Then we'll hold off for now. We'll hold off on the bag ASMR, okay? I'll look into the idea. I will look into the idea for future streams when I can actually record it and then listen to it myself. Figure out how to make it work. Okay? Alright, then. Is 3 sounds enough? See, the secret is that this is actually a test case for something else that might be a little bit spicy on the Patreon sometime. ASMR in a bag. And you might be thinking, well, how would that be spicy? I'm not going to abduct you. That's not the thing. That's not the thing. I saw a post recently. It was a post sent to me by another ASMR creator that I'm good friends with. And she sends me this post. And it's from someone who was describing her plans for internal ASMR. And so bagging a mic is an important step in that process. And I don't think I can say a single word more about that. But pile 23, yeah, exactly that. So yeah, I'm thinking about it. I was like, I saw the post and I was like, I have the power. I could do that. There's nothing stopping me from being able to do that. Yeah. I feel like everything in my life has been leading up to that moment, honestly. To that opportunity. To that chance. Okay, let's pull up a little stock image. A little stock image for my lovelies. Just a wee bit of a stock image. Spaceship. Authentic only. Surely someone has. Maybe I'll look up lab. Okay, lab feels like. Oh, I'm also getting pictures of puppies. What if that was the lab that this alien's working in? If it's just a picture of a puppy. Puppy. Oh. Hey, oh, was that just a drive-by? Was that just a drive-by meow? Okay, you know what? Drive-by Rav. He's always doing this. Let's just throw that in there. And can we? Yeah, we can get the human person mostly out of frame. There, perfect. Hello. Welcome to my laboratory. My laboratory. Okay. Did it work? I think it actually worked. Hi there. Hello there. You are a cow. Yes? I've heard many things about the cow. My people have performed many studies on your kind. Yes, yes. I see. Because, yes, you have horns atop your head. And there is a tail. You are a cow. You look odd, cow. My people recorded that your kind are quadrupedal. And yet, you stand only on your back hooves. Can you explain? Can you tell me why you stand on your back hooves and not your front, hands? Hands. For grasping and gripping. Yes, Space Cat. Yes, I agree. This is most unusual. I must analyze the records. That is odd. It would seem there are no records of cow that stands on back hooves. Or cow that have hand. I apologize for accidentally bumping the mic there. Why does cow have hand? Explain. Why do you have hand? 2 hands. For holding? Holding what? Do all cows have hands? Secret hands? Why do I have no record of cows with hands? Cow girl? What is a girl? Can you explain to me what girl is? Girl have hands. Girls have hands. Do non-girls not have hands then? A cow can have hands if a cow is girl. Non-girl sometimes have... Well, then that doesn't explain anything. If human. Human? Both human and cow. Records do suggest that you share several qualities with both human and cow, but may I examine you? I need to understand. All right. Let's see. Ear appears to be like cow. Floppy. Bigger than human ear and covered in fur. Same with this ear. You still have not explained what girl is. Subcategory of human, but not subcategory of cow? Girl is pretty. I see. Cow are interesting. Interesting. We will have to investigate this girl phenomena further. Examining facial structure. Appears to be covered in skin with fur on top and in back. Girl is social category. I see. Many species categorize themselves in many ways. But I am not familiar with girl and boy. Girl and boy make much less sense than Gleep and Fifnar. Much less sense. I am Gleep. Yes. You see? It's easy to tell. Oh, by the wings, of course. Oh, Fifnar also have wings. Different wings, though. All right. I think it would be best if I took a sample. Is that okay? I would like to test your genetic composition, please. Very well. Then big stretch to grab something. I will take small shaving from each hoof, as well as a sample of fur. Yes, we have genes. Most life in the universe is composed of carbon. And the easiest way for that life to develop tends to involve genetics. Please keep still while I collect the sample. The sensation is pleasant. This pleases me to know. It goes strictly against our code of ethics to cause unnecessary distress in our test subjects. So, question. How did cowgirl species develop? And why so rare? We were aware of humans existing and of cows existing, but a hybridization of the two seems to be impossible by normal evolution. King Minos? Who is that? Your people have a king? I was not aware. By the gods? Hmm. I do not think that would work. I am familiar with the concept of gods, but all things can be understood by science. In all likelihood, those beings which you called gods, which brought cowgirls into existence, likely had access to advanced technology unfamiliar to the rest of your species. Although, creating a genetic hybrid between human and cow seems a little strange as a form of revenge. Perfect. Hoof sample has been acquired. Now, to ensure that no lasting damage is done from the active sample collection, I will apply nanomachine paste to your hooves. They should repair any damage that was done. Within the context of actual archaeology, I would agree with you, Dino Bird Girl, although within the context of actual gods existing. Honestly, the way I was anticipating you all going was that cowgirls were a recent phenomena. Oh, God. I'm going to need to thoroughly wash these gloves after this. I might also need to buy or make new slime. There we are. Your hooves should be all better now. So, stepping out of the RP for a moment, the reason ancient alien stuff is not great, there are several, but on the whole, most of the people who believe in ancient aliens as a real thing and who try to back it up with bunk archaeology are people who believe that people of the past couldn't possibly have created or invented what they did. And this is particularly common when it comes to people who look at non-European cultures. You'll never see ancient alien stuff about the Romans or about basically any older European culture. You'll see it about Egyptians and certain Native American cultures. Because, and this really is the fundamental belief behind it all, is the belief that these people could not possibly have created the pyramids. Impossible. With the technology they possessed, with the knowledge they possessed, they couldn't have possibly made any of these great wonders or grand structures, even though we fully can make even grander things now, and white people at the same time were making similar things at the time, but which are also never really questioned. Oh, it sucks in general, but the general vibe behind the whole thing is, how could these people, non-white people, have possibly had the knowledge and technology to create the things they did? They couldn't have done it. And I tell you, they very much could have. It's the pyramids were simply made with ramps and a lot of people. See, that's not that hard, boys. It's not that hard. Real archaeology, which is really awesome. We got to see people actually trying to replicate the things that were done in the past using the technology that we knew they had available to them. You know? Like that's cool. It's cool to see people actually do it. It's like, okay, how could they have moved this massive stone over this distance? Well, they could have chopped some trees and used the logs as wheels and pushed it along on those. They could have done some kind of pulley system or positioned things in such a way that if it just tips, it will happen to fall into the right position. It's cool. It's cool, right? Now, I do agree that science fantasy fucks severely. I love science fantasy. I wasn't necessarily anticipating it going that way. And so my instinctive response was to try and pull it back towards technology. And so when I saw no explanation provided other than gods, that's just where my brain went. But people who actually believe in ancient aliens conspiracy theories, they're either incredibly racist people who are peddling nonsense, or they are gullible people who have been manipulated and are also probably racist still. I'm going to take these gloves off and leave them in the sink because they are covered in slime. I will be right back. I understand, Dino Bird Girl. You need to understand, this is all improv, and I do not have all of the information of everything that's in your head, okay? And so sometimes things will not go exactly the way that you had planned, or that you had anticipated. And that sometimes, when I am fully going off the cuff, I will say a thing, and then just have to roll with it. Now, I will be right back. I have returned. Oh. Hello, my friends. Going to have a little sip of my coffee. I apologize that we had a misunderstanding of where the audio was going to be going. My anticipation from the start was that it was going to be scientific hybridization that had been done for, you know, furries and folks who would simply like to be a cowgirl. And so that's what my brain latched onto, and that's what I went back to when it came to it. I dink my oiter. I did not expect how much the slime was going to stick to the gloves. I think, yeah, I think like my little cup of slime has lost like half of its volume from that. And it's cause like normally I do it with like my bare hands, right? And it sticks a little bit to them, but not too much. But no, those gloves are like coated in orange goop now. I got slimed. They put me on Nickelodeon and they slimed me. What's my other slime? That's a different kind of slime. There's a lot of modern sci-fi that's racist too. This is putty. It makes a different sound. I think you can enjoy things, right, that maybe have some problematic stuff going into them. But you have to be aware of it. Or you have to try to be. I do think, you know, there is a degree to which, especially with past stuff, it's like, okay, yeah, you can enjoy this, that's fine. But are you enjoying it while conscious of the things it's trying to tell you? And also, you know, is consuming the thing actively supporting stuff, right? Like, J.K. Rowling. I've talked about this before. I don't like that woman very much. I tell you this. I don't like that very much. I don't like that woman very much. She's not very kind, is she? And even if you do divorce the person from Harry Potter completely, there are some things that Harry Potter is telling you. Even without the transphobia, there are some things that Harry Potter is telling you. Let's talk about the goblins in the bank, for instance. Let's talk about the house elves, for instance. Let's talk about condensing all of the fashy evil of the world into one man and never considering how the systems in place might have produced that man. Well, actually, as a matter of fact, the story does, to a certain extent, examine how the systems in place produced that man, but never says, like, yeah, okay, the system should be changed. It simply is like, yeah, the system produced that man, and we'll leave the system as it is and just trust that good people will always put a stop to it. And that is a very specific worldview. And it's not great. And all of that's without even considering the fact that Rowling has said outright that she views any interaction or endorsement or enjoyment of her creations as agreement with her political views. That does not even go into the fact that Rowling, unlike someone like Lovecraft or Poe, is still alive and is actively using the royalties she earns from the things she made to cause harm. I liked Harry Potter as a kid. I liked it a lot as a kid. I'm never going to watch or consume anything relating to it ever again. Never going to read one of the books. Never going to rewatch any of the movies. Absolutely not going to watch the new show that's coming out. And I'm going to be perfectly honest, I will feel moderately uncomfortable with anyone who I find out is engaging with that stuff to this day. Because at best they're ignorant, and at worst they think, oh, well, I know that she's a bad person, but it's like I saw a comic that someone made recently that really crystallized it, you know? Made it nice and clear to audiences that perhaps are less inclined to be sympathetic towards trans women, or who say they're supportive but don't actually want to put in the effort. Was a woman walking her dog. She gets up to a food truck that's selling like lemonade or whatever. And she says, oh, I would love to buy some lemonade. And the person running the lemonade truck says, oh, that's wonderful. You know, half of our proceeds go towards killing puppies. And the woman looks at her dog, looks back at the food truck and says, you know what? That does look like good lemonade, though. That's the same thing, right? Just replace the word puppies with trans girls, which those are two kind of synonymous things, actually, now that I think about it. And you get what's going on. And you get how it feels, right? If you are supporting this franchise, you are putting money into the hands of someone who would very much like me to be dead. I would rather not be dead. So, you know, don't do that. Is the putty making good sounds? I hope it is. I'm squinching it so gently. Oh, Para, I just like rambling. You're perfectly fine. I ramble and then I end up latching onto something that I want to yap about. Now we have just about enough time for one more ASMR scenario. What would you all like to do? Yeah, that's puppy girl care. I've been watching a lot of girl with the dogs videos lately. They're really good. They're really good. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm gonna say puppy girl grooming can be an option. Puppy girl salon. What is a vampire iPad baby? Should I be the iPad baby in this scenario? Or should you? Don't worry, Elizabeth Strike. I have a plan. If we do that one, I have a plan. I made you pick up writing? Oh, that's fun. Hell yeah. Any other concepts anyone would like to play with? Ay. Delicious coffee. Bee girl. Bee girl. I'd have to give that one some thought, but it could be fun. Any of y'all play Final Fantasy XIV? Any of y'all been doing the Dawn Trail raids? Me when Honey Be Lovely. I'm gonna need a refresher. It's been a bit. Hello, Rev. He's in the window now. Final Fantasy XIV is excellent, by the way. Highly recommend. So Final Fantasy XIV is an MMO. Dawn Trail is the most recent expansion for that MMO, and a raid is a big fight for a lot of players, all working together. And one of the first bosses in the Dawn Trail raids is a lady named Honey Be Lovely. And she's an idol and also a bee. Oh, that's cute. Okay, yeah, I could play with that. I could play with that concept. We have 2 more slots left open. Ooh, lesbian moms. Lesbian moms. Lebsian moms. I'll be honest. I'm gonna be like totally real with you all. I get some dysphoria over the fact that I can't have kids. That's just the truth. And I feel like there's, in broad culture, there's less sympathy towards trans women who feel depressed about not being able to have kids than there is for cis women, which sucks. And so I occasionally, when I'm feeling down on myself, I listen to pregnancy comfort ASMR. Where, you know, the creator is speaking to you as though you are their pregnant wife. And I imagine a different world where I can have kids. Thank you for the head pats. So I like listening to that stuff. And I would love to make it sometime, honestly. Maybe I'll give that a go in my own time if it doesn't end up happening here. Thank you all for the head pats. You're all very kind. Anyways. It is, at present, it is not possible for a transgender girl to get pregnant. There is the possibility that it could happen in the future with uterus transplants, but those are still in the works for cis women. And so, the odds of it happening within my lifetime are vanishingly slim. Thank you all for the head pats. You're all very kind. Yeah, that's the thing, Elizabeth Shrike. That's the thing, right? Is to not be able to have the choice. To just have to accept that it won't happen, no matter what you would choose otherwise. Thank you all. I mean, honestly, even if I could, and even if I do sort of want kids, which I think I do, I don't know if I would necessarily feel good about bringing a kid into the world in this current political environment and with my current financial situation. Because that's the other thing, right? Is the biological possibility part, and also the I would want to make sure that I could actually provide a actually good life for that kid, right? So, here we are. Rav is chittering? He has found something outside that he would like to slay? He has found something that he would like to take down and devour? Okay, we have one. Oh my goodness. Oh, he's attacking the window. Buddy. There's glass in the way. There's glass there. You can't get past that. There's one more slot left for one more concept if anyone has one they'd like to play with. Anyways, Honeybee Lovely, great boss. Really, really great. Really fun fight. And her boss fight theme gets stuck in my head all the time. Like, all of the time. This world is a weary place, humdrum, dreary hive. In all its monotony, I'm barely alive. That's all. I want to outshine the stars in the skies. Cuddles with wings could be fun. What kind of wings? A continuation of the 50 hogs incident? I would want to hold off on that until a particular thing that's in development happens. Big soft wings like an angel? Okay. Okay. I can do angel snuggles. Oh, the 50 hogs incident. Don't worry about it, estrogen vampire. In the very first in the very first ASMR stream, we did a concept where the listener steps in a mushroom circle and gets turned to stone by Fae. But then, somewhere halfway through, someone said that they were just hogs looking for mushrooms. See you around, Dino Bird Girl. And so then the audio concept shifted slightly, where I was a angry and vindictive Fae who was incredibly mad at a group of feral hogs. and chat was, you were all feral hogs for the rest of the stream. Even in the next audio, y'all kept bringing the hogs back. And my partner is currently working on an emote that is a reference to that, called the feral hog emote, like FAE. And they're working on an emote that is a little piggy with fairy wings. So you can all be my feral hogs. And so if I were to do a continuation of the hogs, I would want to do it after that emote was complete. So you could all spam hog emote. I have so many people hanging out today. So many people, so many new faces as well. I'm very happy to have you all here. My subscribers are not hogs. No, you're all just fairies if you subscribe. That's just what you are. You're pixies. You're fairies. I do also call you lovelies, but that's just you're all lovelies to me, whether you're a subscriber or not. You're a lovely. We can hog if we want to. We can leave your hogs behind. No, because if we're hogging, we can hog if we want to. We can leave your farms behind. There we go. Because your farmers don't hog, and if they don't hog, well, there are no hogs of mine. We can hog. We can hog. Everybody feral hog. Me when I go. Me when I'm pig. Me when I'm hog. Oh my goodness. So we have Lebsian moms. Oh well, thank you, Para. I have actually sang on stream before. I have done so. What if for the lesbian mom comfort? Pig girl ASMR? That could be fun. Little gentle snorting. Okay, so I've been watching Eva recently, fun fact. So I might do something. I might do something in the lesbian mom audio for you all. Okay? Okay. And you're gonna have to, yeah, you're gonna have to interpret what I mean when I say that I'm gonna do something from Evangelion in this audio. All right. Let's see. What do I need? I think Shinji should be force femmed. I think that would help her a lot, honestly. This is actually my first time watching it as well. I'm watching it with a group. We get together for a session of a couple episodes every week. That's good stuff. Okay. So I'm gonna get a hairbrush. What is Evangelion? It is an anime, an older one at this point. When was Eva released? It started releasing in 1995. It is foundational to the modern mecha genre. And it's really good. I will tell you that much right now. It is really good. Yep. Gundam and Eva are super foundational to all subsequent mecha, honestly. It is quite depressing. Yes, it is a very heavy show. I would advise exercising some amount of caution when going into it. But it's very good. And its end credits are very particular. And I think it might be nice if I sang to you a little bit as part of this. Yeah, all my homies hate the moon. So, we're gonna do some singing. We're gonna do some hair brushing. And then I'm going to grab a blanket, which is like 2 feet away. There we go. Blanket acquired. Oh, well, thank you so much, Drinking Buddy. I'm glad to hear it. Okay, I should get out of the laboratory if I'm doing this audio. Pixabay. Give me a living room. Give me a cozy living room. All of these living rooms, they look so fake. I mean, they're obviously like sets, right, that someone took a picture of, but they look so fake. Lesbian moms instead? Hell yeah. Lepsian moms in STEM. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 this picture is so huge. This picture is massive. Jesus Christ. I had to make the other one like such a weird proportion in order for it to work. There we go. There we go. There we go. Let's see. So I have this. I have hairbrush. I have singing. I think that's enough. I think that's enough. Well, I am a fairy. The picture is still quite large, though. It's not perfectly fit to the frame. Let's see. Okay. I gotta get into character. Okay? I'm a lesbian. I was a lesbian already. I've been in character the whole time. Except now. You're my wife. Behold, wife. Okay. Hey, babe. Good morning. How you doing? On this fine weekend. They've probably got another hour-ish before the kids get up. As long as we keep it quiet. You woke up early. Pretty fucked up, you, honestly. I wake up in the morning and you're not there. What the hell? I'm kidding, babe. You're fine. That's good coffee. It smells nice. I made myself some iced coffee before I came in here. Also good stuff. You look tired. Were the kids a lot this week? I'm sorry that I haven't been around so much. Work has been something, but it's not an excuse. You deserve to have some backup, don't you? Here. Okay. We're cozying up. Okay, babe? We're getting nice and cozy. Okay? Yeah. That's what I've decided. We're gonna snuggle up nice and cozy on the couch. And I'm gonna bundle you up in this blanket. And you're gonna be a cute little gay burrito. Okay? I tell you what, okay? I think this weekend it's about time I go mom mode. Yeah, I'm gonna lock in. I'm gonna go mom mode. Well, oh, honey. I do work hard, that's true. But guess what? So do you. Okay? You still work part-time, and You put in so much effort for the kids. So much. And housework is work, okay? Emotional labor is still labor. And if you're so tired that you've got bags under your eyes, then it's on mama number 2 to pick up the slack, okay? Yeah. Please, I can take care of stuff, okay? I can handle this. I can handle the little monsters. I promise. We are lesbian mothers, it's true. Yeah. Yeah, babe. I'm like gay for you. What a concept. You wanna like go out sometime? You know, like maybe go out for a movie or something? I know it's a stupid joke. I know it's a stupid joke, but I love coming out as gay to you. Like, I don't know if you were aware of this, but I like women. It's true. It's true. Yeah, no, we're like gay. Like, wait, we are lesbian? You're a lesbian too? Oh my god, no way. Because I've had a crush on you for so long. I've had a crush on you for so long. We should totally like get together, right? You're silly. You're silly. You're adorable. Thank you for playing along with my nonsense. Okay. Okay, my lovely. How about you just let me pamper you for an hour? How does that sound? Hmm? What if? Because I know you like it. What if I helped you do your hair today? Hmm? What if I gave you a little brushy? What would you think about that? What would you think about that, babe? Oh, you got some bedhead today, huh, babe? That's okay, cutie. I'll be nice and patient and gentle. Yeah, you know I can be nice and patient and gentle. In many circumstances. Well, it's fine, the kids are asleep. Who cares? We've got time. We've got time. Oh, I love it when you get all blushy. You're so cute. I don't know if you were aware of that, but you are just so cute. You always put a smile on my face. every time I look at you. I find myself wondering all the time, every damn day of my life, what I did in a past life to deserve someone like you. Because I tell you what, I can't imagine anyone better. And I feel so honored every day of my life to know that you chose me. You are so very precious to me. And this is cute. Oh, you're cute. You are, far and away, the cutest little lady that I could ever ask for. You always do this. You're always with the Uno reverse, always with the no you. What do I always tell you? I say you're cute, and you say no you. And then I say no us. We're both cute, okay? You better be more confident in yourself. Got it? You're cute as hell. I'm cute as hell. Personally, I think you're cuter, but I know you would disagree with me on that front. Okay. Okay, my love. Oh, look at you. You're so sweet. You're so cute. I love the way that you love getting your hair played with. The way you close your eyes and lean into me. It's so precious. You're so precious. You remember our first little karaoke date? You remember how I got drunk as shit? And I went on stage and embarrassed myself completely? I don't. But I do remember the video you took. Well, what if I was a little bit silly and went ahead and sang the song that I tried my best to sing that day? It's an embarrassing memory, I think, but it's an important one because you stayed with me even when I embarrassed myself like that so early on in our relationship. What do you think of that? A nice, gentle song for you. As you close your eyes and relax, and you let yourself rest, and you trust that I will handle the little munchkins today, okay? I've got the kiddo situation on lock, I promise. Alright. In that case, I'll just have a quick little drink of water. I'm not making the mistake of singing this song drunk again. Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, darling, kiss me. Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you. Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, darling, kiss me. Fill my life with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you. I lost it a tiny bit at the end there. My voice gets a little cracky sometimes, especially early in the morning. How was that, my love? Feeling nice and relaxed now? That's good. That's my beautiful, lovely girl. I love you so damn much. I got to do some gay ass ASMR today. Anyways, the ending theme for Eva is Fly Me to the Moon. um and so the song was in my head for today. Only Yuri today. Only Yuri today. As it should be. But with that, when's mommy ASMR? Well, that's for you to decide. Next time on Flawless Faye Audio. Where should we watch the VODs? Twitch or YouTube? I don't think either really does a ton for me. I don't really make any income off of the VODs in either case. But the YouTube is where they are stored permanently. Twitch doesn't keep them forever, so it's probably best to do it on YouTube, but either one works. I do have a VOD channel, it's Flawless Faye VODs, and then of course, for those of you who are just encountering me on Twitch, I am a visitor, actually, from YouTube. YouTube is my primary home, where I have a channel under the same name. I make ASMR every 3 days, my lovelies. Every 3 days. It's a little bit more polished, a little bit more edited, a little bit more planned out than the stuff I make on stream, so you should go check it out. There's like gay stuff there. Oh, what a wonderful time to hop in. Well, I'm so sorry to say. I'm about to wrap up, actually. I'm glad you could come visit, though. I'm so happy to have you. But unfortunately, my voice is a bit tired from doing ASMR for 2 hours. And I need to have some lunch. I'm glad you all enjoyed. I love singing. It's so fun. Let's see who we're gonna raid out to, shall we? Who are we gonna go say hi to? Who's live right now? Let's see. Oh, thank you all so much. Next ASMR stream, if y'all vote for it, sure thing. I see someone's doing a tier list right now. Fascinating tags on this one. I'm always a little worried when I'm raiding out to someone. I want to make sure there's someone who's cool. Let's see. Oh, we have a Pokopia stream going on. Shall we go visit? Do y'all wanna watch some Pokopia? Some Pokopia ASMR? That sounds cozy to me. Oh, is this playing audio? Oh, I think we're good. I think we're good. It would have been if I hadn't muted that source. Alright, let's go say hi. Let's go say hi. We ride. We ride together. Attack, my minions. Attack! And by attack, I mean be nice and chill and friendly. Maybe be a little cutes with it, in fact. We're cute. Collectively, I think we're cute. Let's go, let's go, let's go. We ride at dawn.